Hey guys, I thought I'd do a video today. I'm going to be doing a video on my goals of 2013 for reading. So, I thought about this long and hard, a couple of minutes really. No, I have been thinking of it quite often, what I feel like doing for next year. And next year things are going to be changing a lot. I have placement, which is work experience. Hopefully after that, fingers crossed, I will be getting a job in the aged care industry. I need to be looking for full-time work, so if I get full-time work, that's going to be taking up a lot of my time, and I'm going to have to fit in a great hunk of hobbies that I have into the time that I have, to balance everything else out. Now, this is a new experience for me. I am 22, but I have had some struggles in the past, so I'm a little bit behind a lot of people my age, uni, etc, etc, but I'm a bit advanced, not advanced, but a bit ahead of my friends in the having a house, department, etc, etc. Not that we own the house, we rent the house, but anyway, not that you need to know these things. But I'm rambling, but that's going to play a factor into my reading. But in saying that, I would like to still be reading approximately the same number of books, but I'm not setting myself any goals. Now, I think an easy way to track my books is to go onto Goodreads and but sign up for the 50 book challenge. But I won't be doing that as the challenge itself, but I just find that that's a really good way to track what I've read during the year. And so I've decided that, I'm not having a limit on my books, I'm not doing any challenges or anything like that, not vocally anyway. I just want to read next year. I just want to read with no stress, because there's a lot of books that are on my shelf that need to be read, but also a lot of books that I put aside this year because they were too big, or I wanted to read smaller books, I wanted to catch up on challenges, I wanted to review books, things like that. So really my aim for next year is to just read and not put that stress on myself. If it takes a month to read a book, at the end of the month, guys, you'll just see one book, and I will do a hell of a good job at telling you what that book's about. But usually I like to read a lot more than one book in a month, considering that I read a lot of books at once, which is something I'm going to try not to do. I'm going to try and read one book at a time and see how that goes for a while. I'm a mood reader, so that can change, but that is one of my goals next year, to decrease the amount of books I'm reading at once, so that maybe I might have a chance of something to absorb the books, but I like to take my time, so I think in that respect that would be a good thing for me to do. Also Kindle books. I can't really get on my Kindle right now, but this is my Kindle. I'm not saying no, but oh yeah, here we go. I think I have something like 42 pages of books on my Kindle. Got something like 400 or something books on my Kindle, and I've probably only read about 10 of those. So one of my goals next year is to definitely get cracking on the books for my Kindle. A lot of them are NetGalley books that are review books that I didn't get to this year, but I'm definitely going to get to them at some point. I try and make sure that I'm reading every book that I get, but obviously we all know what happens: life, books, topics, moods, etc, etc. So I guess I'm not really setting too definitive goals, but I really do enjoy having goals. So that's one of my goals, to get some stuff read on my Kindle. Also, another big goal of mine is to read books outside the YA genre. Now, I love everybody on YouTube that I watch and follow and subscribe and comment to, but at the same time, a lot of the people that I do watch are heavily influenced by YA books, and I do love that kind of the community. But I also want to start watching other people's videos and getting into other books that aren't YA. Books that are non-fiction or spiritual or classics or just literary or contemporary or just other things. And not just mainly chick lit either, because chick lit is another thing that I can get very addicted to. different books. Books that are going to make me think, and not in like a intense way, but I just want to read different books. I want to know about different lifestyles. I want to know about history. I want to learn. That is why I read too. I read to escape. I read to learn. I read because I like to be passionate about things. So I like to find new passions. So books that are going to help me become a more well-rounded reader, and that's something that's very important to me because I don't like to just stick to one certain thing. So I'm going to try and pick up a Western novel next year and see how I like that, and read a bit more science fiction, maybe even read some of my partner's books as well, and just read books that I don't normally read, or don't read as often. But yeah, I looked at my list of books, and majority of the books that I've read in the past have either been heavily chick lit or YA, and so I want to make a change in that. Not saying that I will not read YA, because there are so many YA books on my shelf that I am so excited to read, and some that have been sitting there for years, and especially box sets and series. I would like to be part of tours as well. Now, I know that's a lot of stress. I do tend to join up on tours and do some spotlights and author blogs and things like that, like author blogs, author spotlights, book spotlights, things like that. I like doing that to promote books and help self-published authors, or even just normal published authors, get their word out, get their book out there. I would really like to do some more tours because you can find some great authors that way as well. And that's something I'm really looking forward to. I found some fantastic authors on Amazon with my Kindle as well. So I would strongly suggest that if you are trying to cut your costs next year, getting a Kindle is really worth it. So that's something, like I said, that's something I'm going to do. But this is my goal. I'm going to be trying to read books off my shelf too. That's what I forgot. I'm going to be trying very hard to read books off my shelf. So that means limiting a lot of my purchases, and I know I say that a lot, but I'm thinking strictly setting it, at least for the first few months of the year, to get some off my shelf to non-fiction books only, because I do want to get some books on pregnancy and PCOS and some health books. But I think if you're trying to look to save money, save space, get some different books, not just YA, not just fantasy, not science fiction, that kind of, you can get science fiction too, but if you want a really good variety of cheap, affordable, great authors, then I really strongly suggest that that might be an idea that you can take on board next year as well, to read some Kindle books, because, like I said, it takes up so less space, and I've found some fantastic authors. So that's another one of my goals for next year, is to find new authors. I love finding new authors. Rachel Firasak this year, fantastic author, some really fantastic stories. Rosamund D. Pilcher, which she's an oldie, but I found her. Just some fantastic stories. Last year I found Carol Matthews, and I love Carol Matthews. I've only read one book of hers, but I'm reading a book of hers right now, so so just finding new authors, and I find that I read a lot of books by women as well, so maybe some more books by men. But hopefully I haven't bored you guys too much. I thought I'd do a very impromptu video, just why I think of things. My head's a bit spinny because it's hot right now. But so that's my goals for next year. My main goal is no stress, because book reading and book blogging and everything else is a hobby. It's an enjoyment. I'm doing it because I love it, not because I have to. So I want to take the stress out of reading. That I think, one of my I'm a perfectionist in some senses, but one of the things that I have to do, I feel like I have to do every month, is finish a book, like finish all the books that I've read during that month, or at the end of the year. And something I would like to do is take the stress off that if I do not finish the books that I'm reading right now on the 31st of December, I'm not going to stress, because they're just books. They're to be read for enjoyment. There should be no time period of when I have to read them, how long it takes me to read them. And like, guys, I can probably guarantee that you guys have done this at some stage of your lives. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess, from being on a community and being part of the community, that there's so many books coming out and there's so much pressure as well, so no pressure. I'd like to thank you for watching, and hopefully this video wasn't too boring. You can probably see that I'm very tired, but yeah, I want to make a video for you guys, and yeah. So, happy Christmas and a very Merry New Year. I said that backwards. But, yeah. So, I want to thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for being part of my channel, and I love you all, and bye.